Hey everybody, it's Kelly Page, Blue Gray Gal. I'm talking about makeup brushes today, my all-time favorite. Just so you know, I'm addicted. I have tried them all. I actually use them all, but these are my edited down 6 that I think everybody should have. All right, let's start with foundation. A lot of times I put on foundation with a brush, but example, today I used a stick foundation. I also use this when I do a liquid foundation. It does a really nice job of doing a quick blend of your foundation into your skin without getting rid of the thickness. I want my foundation to even out my skin. My fingers do a really good job of getting in and working in the foundation, especially in my pores. This does a really nice job of sort of feathering it and blending it. You'll notice that when I put things on, I'm only holding it with these 2 fingers. The rest are loose. That's because probably being a Virgo, probably being type A, but I tend to grip my steering wheel, my toothbrush, my makeup brushes, and that's not what you want when you're trying to get a blended look. So by doing the loose fingers, it helps me keep the brush loose so that I'm almost feathering it in with the softness of the brushes and not wiping it, which will give you not the streaky look, not what you want. Okay, I will link this. This is a kabuki brush. It was very inexpensive. It's by Tarte. I will link it for you. The next one is my eyeshadows. I showed you many an eyeshadow brush. That's because I like to play around with color and I like clean brushes also to blend, so I have a bunch. But these are the ones that I go to routinely right off the bat. The first one is a MAC 217. Again, it'll be linked. I use this one for the crease in here. I use it for the crease and for the brow bone up here. It has a really nice, clean, tapered head. It's nice and fluffy, but it's not too fluffy that you can't get in exactly where you want the pigment, which is good because you don't want it everywhere. Sometimes you do, which is when you use a different brush, but I find this is the one that's a great everyday brush. Next one is a MAC 230. I love this one for the lids. It lets you very precisely pack on the eyeshadow, and then it also works great for your brow bone. So this is a great, awesome combo platter for your eye. And then even if you want to do below, it has a good tip that you could do below. Both very versatile. Next is bronzer. This is a new discovery by Marc Jacobs. Where has this puppy been? This is the bomb bronzer brush. Cheap? Nope. Super well made, worth it, 100%. Okay. What I love about it is how thick and wide this is. Bronzer shouldn't be painted on. It shouldn't be streaky. I don't think I would call this a contour brush, but then again, I find that contour looks sort of fake and silly on me. I'm going more for the natural look, so I'm steering clear of contour these days. I want it to just give me a glow and give me a oomph in my skin and blend my neck. So what I do is I put it in, tap like this to get the excess bronzer off, and then again, fingers like this, and work it in your skin. Really light, but look how much skin it covers, this brush. It is doing a beautiful job of not making it a line, a contour line. It's just sort of painting it on. It covers a ton of area all at once. And it's so fluffy that the pigment's all over. It's the bomb. I saw this at Sephora and I thought, man, way thicker than my other bronzer brush. This is a good bronzer brush I've had. This is another one I've had. I think I've had this for 15 years. Good brushes should last you a very long time. So you buy once, you should have forever. But look at the difference. A lot different. This rig, it's just, buy this one, you guys. All right, fifth is my highlighter brush. This is a great brush. This is a Kevyn Aucoin palette that if I was given 3 minutes to pack, I would pack this. I love this palette. I don't know why this isn't more popular, because it has bronzer, a bronzer cream if you're good, if you want to contour, highlighter, 2 awesome eyeshadows that are great for lids, and then an eyelid shadow and a great highlighter. This thing is the bomb. You can see how much it's left. Okay, so when I do my highlighter, tap it in, and I only put it right here. I love the width of this because it covers this area right here. It's not too small, not too thick, and you can kind of feather it in that area. For an example of comparison, here's a blush brush. This is a blush brush, and this is the contour brush. This one's wider at the top and smaller in its width. Really, really, really nice contour brush. Plus, you don't want to mix your blush and your contour and your bronzer on one brush. You don't want this thing brown or pink and when it's up here. So I like this blush brush clean only for highlighter. All right, last is for blush. Now, this is going to surprise you. I love this fan brush. It is MAC, 133. I gotta check. These things are well loved and so worn in. Here is a standard blush brush, and here's another standard blush brush. Okay, this is the Sephora dual side blush brush. I'm not recommending this one. This one I've had forever. Fantastic Bobbi Brown blush brush. It's awesome. The reason why I'm using the fan is lately I don't want it to be thick or strong. Lately I've been digging this sort of like dewy pinched look. This is a palette that I love. It's the NARS Exposed palette. It's a cheek palette, and everything is very soft, and it all has a little bit of a shimmer, not far off from their famous Orgasm color, which is a no-fail color. These, I tend to take this, just sort of rub them together, and then I fan it on just my cheeks. You see how it's not making a ball on my cheeks? It's just giving a little bit of a pop of, oh, she got pinched and look how fresh she looks and cute. I love it. It's not strong. And I use it also, this is a palette I love. I don't know how to pronounce it, Joie. It has a ton of blushes in it. And it even has like a soft kind of muted bronzer, which is nice if you're kind of blended in here or blended in your necks. Obviously this isn't for me. This would be great if you have darker or black skin. And then I use this as sometimes as a pop. It's strong. This stuff is pigmented, so you got to be careful. So that's why I tend to use the feather brush so that it doesn't go on too heavy. Here's an example. Here's the blush brush. Okay, let's tap what I just did on. Look how much, okay, first of all, see how high it went? It's just the nature of just the way that this fans out and how thick the bristles are. You have to work a little bit harder to blend it. Look at the difference. Totally 2 different looks. I'm not saying this isn't a good look. I find it just more precise, if that's the word. This one you got to really work where you want it to go, because it makes lines, whereas in this, it's a feather brush. It feathers it in. All right, so this has been my preferred blush brush. Okay, so these are my fan favorites. These are the 6 that I think you should own. I recommend them. I will link everything below. Thanks for following me. Blue Gray Gal, Kelly Page. I do a lot on skincare. I totally shared my life with the world on my Botox. It's rather embarrassing. However, I do believe honesty is good these days, and I can't stand fake reviews, especially when it comes to your face. If you're gonna get Botox, you want the real deal. And because I don't get embarrassed by much, I thought I'll just share it with everybody. So I talked about Kybella, I've done Botox, I've done filler posts, and some skincare. Thanks for following me.